Good morning, guys, and welcome to my day one. I started filming this in my kitchen, but then I couldn't film it in there because this is like a really dumb problem, but I just got a new phone, and of course I film with my phone because God forbid I have like a fancy new camera around this house. So anyway, no, it's not even the fancy new camera. You know what it is? No, the time to use it while homeschooling my 5 children and not someone else not stealing it. And then my teenager would learn to use it and then he would like take it and use it and I would still not know how to use it. So basically I'm using my phone and I didn't, I couldn't figure out, my hand kept being in the way and I'm like, what the heck? What is up with the camera on this phone? So anyway, this is better anyway, but I will have to learn to use it because I'm going to film my food throughout the day and I will have to learn to basically not put my finger in front of the lens. But this is also a nice lighted area. It's in my living room, in my new house. We're almost moved in. Well, that's really not true. We moved, but we're not moved in because our house has been under construction. And if you wonder what that obnoxious thing is, my dog is coming up to give me a kiss. Yes. Okay. And she thinks she matches the furniture, so she should be in the picture. Anyway, I wanted to just briefly talk about my day one. It's early morning. I already did my meditation. So it comes with, the boot camp comes, seriously? The boot camp, get down, you obnoxious dog. The boot camp comes with a guided meditation on the first day. And let me just quickly make a remark about the meditation thing. And this just might be a personal thing for me, but it's just something that kind of rubbed me the wrong way with the boot camp from the beginning. And because you know, a lot of us who are doing this, we've done a lot of things. You know, we've invested in Trim Healthy Mama, and I've invested in Weight Watchers more than once. I've invested in Nutrisystem more than once. I've done my time. I've joined gyms and stuff like that, and I've thrown a ton of money away. And when I look at that, it makes me really sad because I think of the things I could have done with that money, the things I could have done for my kids, the things I could have done for the world, the things I could have just done that would have been better than that wasted thing. Well, you know, when you have, sorry, I had to glance over because my dog is eating something he's not supposed to, the other dog. Anyway, excuse me, so spending the $500 when I was on a successful path and everything was, when I was already on a successful path, was really hard for me. And then before the video, before I even got my first Brightline video, Susan comes on and she's telling you about this great meditation program. This person who like designed this meditation program for Brightline eating, and if you want to add it on to your package for $197, you can do that now. And I was like, really? This is like an infomercial for the Brazilian butt lifter or whatever. It just rubbed me the wrong way because I was like, yeah, I just spent $500. I don't really want to spend $197. And then, you know, how like on infomercials you see, order now and you'll get it for this introductory price. Order it later and you won't be able to get this great price. This is a one-time offer. Well, yeah, then she goes on and says, you don't have to order it now, but like if you call, you know, this is a one-time thing that you can get it for $197. You can call in later, or you can like call support later and say, no, I've decided to add this, and then it's $297. And I was like, seriously? It's a good thing I have a lot of respect for this program already, because that would have just totally, like, I would have thought like, oh my goodness, I've invested in an infomercial thing again. Like I've invested in, you know, I don't want to keep using the Brazilian butt lifter, but you know, I've invested in Tracy Anderson's dance workout, or I've invested in Trim Healthy Mama's cookbook or whatever. And then there's always that, before you go, you can add this on. So anyway, that said, I'm over it. But there is a guided meditation that comes with day one, and I did it, but it was a lot of things that I've already worked through because I've done the 14-day challenge and stuff, so it wasn't really that beneficial for me. But I did want to mention a thing that has been beneficial and is not $197, and in fact, this was $1.50 because I got it at the Ark. And actually, I had checked it out from the library before, and I had liked it, but I ended up like, you know, it's a meditation book, so you need to have your own copy. And lo and behold, the next day I was at this, we have our thrift store here is called the Ark, and I was there, and this book was there, and it's in brand new pristine condition, like nobody's ever opened it. It's called Peace is Every Step, and it's not an official Brightline thing at all, but for me, I really struggle with the meditation part. Even this morning when I was doing Susan's guided meditation, I was like, oh yeah, I need to make a decision about what we're doing on Saturday. Oh yeah, I need to talk with my husband about what we're doing. So just, let me just give you a brief, in the very beginning of the book, I know one of the things I really liked was there's a little section on conscious breathing, and it says there are a number of breathing techniques you can use to make life vivid and enjoyable. This first exercise is very simple. As you breathe in, you say to yourself, breathing in, I know that I am breathing in. And as you breathe out, you say, breathing out, I know that I am breathing out. Just that, that's it. And there's your first meditation. And there's several little snippets throughout, and this really works for me. I might be a better meditator down the road, but for right now, this is a baby step for me, and it ensures that I can get it in. Like if I just do a few minutes of breathing in, I know that I'm breathing in. You know, if I just do that a few times, that is, yeah, without a dog climbing on me, that is way better than, you know, no meditation at all. So I'm going with that. The other thing is for my day one, this is my food journal. It's really pretty. I didn't want to buy something super expensive, but the last one I got from the dollar store was a cuter little journal, and the pages started to fall out, and I still have it because it's a really precious part of my life. But you know, it's that step one that really got me to the point where I am now. And so but it was like, I'm not going to get that again, but I'm also not going to get a $25 journal. Certainly not going to get leather bound because I don't believe in that. But I found this, it was $1.98. It was a little more expensive than your regular composition book, but the pages are pretty sturdy. And in this is what I wrote my first day food in. And something that I included this time that I didn't include last time, as I'm kind of modifying the checklist that she talks about, is I included like my ideal morning habits, my ideal lunch habits, and my ideal dinner habits, things that I'm striving towards. Just for instance, I want to have a glass of water, or I mean my bottle of water every morning. I would like to have some tea, do my peace meditation, and then also meditate and have my morning time with my dogs and my pig. And I think, let me just tell you a brief pig story. Our pig is like, she's like crazy about food. She loves food. And we've basically had to like ignore her when she's having a fit about food so that she doesn't continue to think every time I have a fit, I get food. And in some ways I relate to my pig, because when I wake up in the morning, especially in the first few days of Brightline eating, I am so hungry that I almost would be frenzied if I went into the kitchen, and frenzied eating. So I would just go in and I don't know that I would really enjoy my food. So part of this is things that I will do before I eat. And the other thing is, so to kind of keep that frenzy, so I drink my water, I do my meditation, I drink my tea, and then I spend a brief time walking with the pig outside and then walking with the dogs outside. And yeah, they can't walk together. And so that is, that's like just kind of, well, yeah, that's what I do to keep myself from being a frenzied pig, I guess, is what I was trying to say. So I guess that's it for the intro. It went longer than I thought. I hope I'm able to include what I ate today. So what is on my, oh, and I also have possibly posted the Facebook group. There's supposed to be some sort of social outlet in this, but I might use just vlogging. I'm not super sure yet how I'm going to do that. I haven't posted yet on the Facebook group that I now belong to, my private one for the Brightline eating. I haven't posted to that yet, but I will, and I'll see if that gives me more anxiety or more piece, because I'm definitely an introvert, and this is a little bit of a better way for me to kind of voice my feelings and say how I'm, say how I'm doing and say the things I'm doing without, kind of that immediate, like, I guess in my mind, it feels like a little bit of judgment. There's a little bit of space. And so don't get me wrong, I love the comments and everything, but there's a very, I'm kind of putting myself out there a little more on my terms versus when on Facebook, where you kind of get that immediate, like, you kind of feel obligated to respond like right away, I guess. And I am making no sense. So hopefully that made sense to you. It makes sense in my head, but it's not coming out making sense. So I'm gonna go make my food, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm having for breakfast. Hey guys, it's Lisa. It's the end of the day. It is 10:30, almost 10:30, and I just wanted to touch base with you guys and let you know that I have kept all of my lines bright. I've stayed completely on my meal plan. I am absolutely starving. And we went to a party today where there was lots of not my food, and that wasn't necessarily a temptation for me. It hasn't been since the very first 6 months that I had, but the temptation to grab a piece of watermelon or eat a strawberry or something like that is definitely kind of more my struggle. So I was fine. It really helped to have a 2-year-old to chase. I brought my large tea, and that really helped too. So, and I also kept with my ideal breakfast, lunch, and dinner habits with the meditation and the water and the tea. And so I would say, so this is my second day of a success. I still need to write down my food for tomorrow, and I guess that's all I have left to do. Oh, and do gratitude journaling. And so those are the only 2 things I have left to do. And then I just wanted to, so this is my very first time of having the checklist, the official nighttime checklist. I know she talks about this checklist in her book, and she talks about it, she refers to it a lot. And apparently it is a huge part of the research study, because they ask you some of these questions, like, when it's your turn, when it's your time to submit the data. I will tell you, like, an interesting thing I learned in another video about the research, because I'm really trying to not only get support from you guys, but I'm also, $500 is a lot of money, I mean, not all of us just have $500 just laying around just in case it works. I mean, it's a really big thought, putting an investment. So one of the things I wanted to do was really put out there what I'm learning, how it's helping, and whether or not I think you could just do it using the book. I mean, obviously that's how I lost my first, several pounds, and was just using the book and the 14-day challenge. And so, but yeah, here I am doing the boot camp. But anyway, I just wanted to let everybody know how it's going. So I'm really trying to share the ins and outs. So I will tell you kind of the interesting little research thing that I learned. And so in another video. But in the meantime, this is the checklist, and I really do like the way they have it so you can format it yourself. It comes in a like a Word document or a PDF, and so you can go in and change and make changes. And the whole idea is to create habits that you want and can keep. And so if there's anything on here that doesn't resonate with you, you could take it off and put on your own thing. So there are a couple things I'm going to take off on here, and then there are a couple things I'm going to add. And for me, one of the things I'm going to add is I cannot have dandelion tea or coffee. I know that sounds weird, but it always stimulates me to have it with a ton of almond milk, and I just can't do that. So that is going to be on my list of can't do's. I also am just going to put on there to call my mom every day. I do now, but it's not like a thing. Like if I missed a day, I wouldn't necessarily feel like, oh, I broke it. So I definitely want to put that. But then there's just a little thing basically, and I think these are the research questions where they ask how many times you had cravings, how your hunger was, and you do this every single day. So basically they can get data telling when, when cravings stopped and things like that. So anyway, that's where we are right now. I am going to go try to upload this video and try to upload the video of what I ate today. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow where I will be chronicling day 2. It is wonderful to be here and wonderful to have the support and kindness. So thanks so much, and I will talk to you soon.